Hi everyone, I'm here with one of our senior account executives, Austin Montgomery. So Austin, I want you to tell us about yourself. Who is Austin Montgomery? What makes him tick?
Well, I been with the trade group, started first in 2005. My sister works for the trade group at that point in time, and she needed help with labor at a small show, and so I happened to be available. I went and built a booth and was kind of like, I can sell this stuff. I love the entire process of trade shows, from designing at the beginning, managing booths being built, and then managing their on-show site to get a project completed. So from a professional standpoint, that's what makes me tick. I'm in the right field.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you've been here since 2005. How much of that time has been spent with the trade group?
Well, I left after I'd started and went elsewhere for a little bit, worked for a couple of other companies and helped them with their trade show companies. So I've been on the other side of things, but it didn't resonate with me quite the same as being here on the design side of it. And so I came back in 2010 and have been chugging along ever since, and you're gonna have to drag me out of here at this point.
Yeah, very cool. So Austin, I'm very curious, which part of the building and designing process is your favorite? Do you like bouncing ideas off with clients? Do you like it being, coming to a solid execution, having the booth on the show floor, the day of the show? Which part is your favorite?
I would say it's kind of the bookends of both. And one of the things I like about HIMSS, first part of that is that I love the design aspect and pulling creative ideas out and seeing what works, what doesn't, making mistakes, and just going through that whole creative process. And then on the back end, I really like at the end when we've got that creative process and we now have the actual physical booth and we're showing that for the first time, and clients look on their face of how happy they are with that.
Yeah, that's got to be a wonderful thing to see your vision manifest itself and on the show floor or just anywhere. That's really cool.
Blood, sweat, and tears in there.
Yeah. So what is it about HIMSS in particular that you love?
HIMSS kind of came as I was looking for the next avenue of what show to go after. So I have a lot of healthcare clients. I have a lot of IT clients. So why not look and meet in the middle and go healthcare IT? And then after being there and seeing booths there for a couple of years, what's really drawn me into staying and pursuing this show is the level of creativity in the booths. They've got some weird rules on sight lines and stuff like that at the show, but it doesn't hinder people's creativity at the show. So it's keeping me on my toes and make sure I'm designed forward at all times as we look at the show.
Yeah, you mentioned sight lines there as some of the show limitations or rules. Are there any other design features in booths that are unique to HIMSS that you often don't see in other trade shows?
You can go a little bit taller at HIMSS with your solid structure. Again, they limit the width to 75% of your booth size, but they do allow you to go up to 24 feet. So you do see a few taller booths there, but typically you get some clients that are at that show that they just creative and think outside the box. It's a lot of fun to walk through and see what they do.
Speaking of HIMSS and their booth design, it's a very tech-heavy show.
Yes.
So do you see anything that's unique in the booths in terms of audio-visual elements? Do they go above and beyond, the standard regular TV monitors, or what kind of things do you see?
There are, and it comes down to IT professionals are around tech a lot. And so you're not just gonna throw up a TV and they're gonna be impressed by that. The video needs to be a little bit better. The screen needs to be a little bit bigger. And then going beyond that, you've got some VR capabilities that we see in other industries that I haven't seen too much at HIMSS yet, but I'm sure that's on the way. We've got several things in the works right now for a client that I have to keep secret at the moment, but that will be coming to HIMSS soon. But yes, technology is important and needs to be looked at when you're looking at the overall budget of a booth build of how do we need to bring people in with technology. And we start that early in the design process to make sure that we can incorporate with the booth as well.
Well, Austin, I've enjoyed this conversation with you. As always, how can a HIMSS exhibitor get in touch with you?
Well, the number should be coming across the bottom of the screen right now. Please feel free to give us a call. You can also look me up on LinkedIn or look up my email address. Love to have a chat, find out what your booth needs are, and start a design process with you whenever you're ready. Thanks.